Yours brought to you by Bahamas Air. We don't just fly here, we live here. Club One, the gym that keep you in shape.
In Harbor Island, North Eleuthera, I'm Charles Fisher. This is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, tragedy off Abaco. A juvenile fishing trip ends in tragedy. Investigators now piecing together the frantic ordeal at sea. Plus, plans taking shape at the country's main gateway. The economic and tourism impact now in focus. And in sports, a national sports icon laid to rest. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. So glad you can join us. Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. A fishing trip for a group of juveniles turned fatal yesterday after a 15-year-old boy ended up overboard and died. Police say around 4 p.m., 4 boys ages 12 to 15-year-olds and 16 left Green Turtle Key Abaco on a 17-foot vessel to go fishing, with the 12-year-old operating the vessel. Reports are, while in waters near Nunjack Key, one of the 15-year-old boys had been standing on the vessel's bow holding a rope. When he fell into the water, the others heard a loud noise and saw blood in the water, but could not find him despite efforts. Police say the boys returned to Green Turtle Key to report the incident and seek assistance. Police say members of the Green Turtle Key Volunteer Fire Department launched a search, found the boy, and conducted CPR, but there was no response. A group returned to the government dock with the unresponsive teen. The unresponsive boy was transported to the local clinic, where he was pronounced dead around 7:45 p.m. A doctor confirmed the teen sustained a fractured skull. Police say they were notified of a missing teen shortly after 7:30 p.m. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. Well, a major drug bust in Grand Bahama Friday afternoon. Police acting on intelligence seized nearly $20,000 worth of suspected marijuana. Shortly after 1 p.m., officers discovered an abandoned vehicle hidden in bushes off Wildcat Alley. Search of the car led to the discovery of a cooler stuffed with multiple packages of suspected marijuana. The drugs weighed approximately 19.5 pounds and carry an estimated street value of $19,500. No arrests have been made. Investigations continue. A drug raid in Prentice Point, Grand Bahama has landed 2 men behind bars. Officers executing a search warrant at a residence discovered suspected marijuana and 4 plants valued at more than $4,000. A 26-year-old and 50-year-old man were arrested. Investigations now underway. Other news for you tonight: multi-million-dollar expansion plans at the Lynden Pinning International Airport now underway as officials move to ensure the project aligns with the facility's long-term strategic vision and rising passenger demand. Chief Executive Officer of the Nassau Airport Development Company, Vernice Walking, says the proposed upgrades include an expanded terminal footprint, airside improvements, and a rapid exit taxiway designed to speed up aircraft movement and improve efficiency. Officials say the overall push is aimed at boosting capacity, streamlining operations, and enhancing the passenger experience as traffic continues to grow. Here's the CEO of Nassau Airport Development Company, Vernice Walking.
As Minister Colby Davis has indicated, we presented to her our plans about a week ago. We will be sharing those plans with Minister Hannah Martin as well, because it will be important for us to have those advocates to ensure that we can get the redevelopment done so we can expand our footprint, our terminals, and do some significant improvements on the air side to alleviate a lot of the air traffic congestion as well. You know, rapid exit taxiways and those kinds of things. So it's a comprehensive plan, and we are hopeful that we will be able to make that happen in the not too distant future. It will mean refinancing our debt to enable that to happen, but we're optimistic.
Well, the CEO of the Nassau Airport Development Company says the process to select a developer for the long-awaited hotel at LPIA is nearing the finish line. Hotel is expected to serve both transiting and business travelers, giving passengers a convenient option right at the airport.
We've received their submissions, and those are under review right now. That's not a NAD project. It will be on NAD, on LPIA property. So we're not investing in the hotel, but we're excited about the potential for that to happen. That's something we've been looking at for about a decade now.
Cool. Sounds like some good news for the economy. Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, a new warning over the future of one of the country's most iconic seafood staples. That and more when we come back.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? You haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
If you live in the Bahamas, this is the one product that can save your home during a storm, and most people don't even know it. This isn't a regular window. This is hurricane impact rated, thick, heavy, and built to last for when the winds shift. See how it doesn't rattle? Cheap windows dance in the wind. This one stays locked. The frame is reinforced. Wind stays out, noise stays out, water stays out. If you want your home to stay protected when the weather gets real, visit us at We Buy You Sell on Robinson Road. WhatsApp us at 636-8412 or visit our website, wbusbahamas.com.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protecting life and health with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Welcome back. With growing concerns over the decline of the country's marine species, local commercial fishermen are sounding the alarm over the state of the queen conch's population and the damaging effect it can create for daily life. National Secretary of the National Fisheries Association of the Bahamas, Paul Miller, says new measures must be explored to preserve the queen conch within the country, as it is part of the backbone of Bahamian culture and its tourism product.
Many people have different opinions, and as a commercial fisherman, obviously, you don't want a regulation that's going to eradicate the industry, but you also need to protect the fishery. And so I believe that, you know, something in the form of a quota system, and many will disagree with me, something in the form of a quota system or perhaps even a season, but I disagree more with the season. I think a regulation on how much can be taken would be a much more effective tactic.
A report from the Perry Institute for Marine Sciences found that 11 of 12 major Bahamian fisheries are being overfished, including the queen conch. Miller says while conch is still being harvested by commercial fleets, more must be done to protect access for small fishermen and everyday Bahamians who rely on the delicacy.
You have to accept the fact that conch is being dramatically decreased in many of the major areas that are accessible to everyday Bahamians. There are still vast stocks of conch in more remote and inaccessible areas of the Bahamas that is really only accessed by the commercial fishing fleet. But the reality is that near to our major islands and near to our major settlements, conch is vastly depleted.
Well, a major boost for community organizations across the Bahamas. Cable Cares Foundation, the charitable arm of Cable Bahamas, relaunching its community outreach program and backing it with a $1 million commitment. During a ceremony at the National Art Gallery, Foundation officials announced that the funding will be made available to nonprofit and community-based organizations over the next 3 years through a formal grant process. Vice President of Customer Solutions and Marketing for Cable Bahamas Group is Amber Carey.
It's been a few years now that we have not been doing active community involvement from the foundation, although the group of companies has. But what we want to do is reestablish a program in which we can fund actual NGOs here in the Bahamas. And so the relaunch is because we've actually rebranded, we've refunded, we've committed now 3 years, $1 million into this foundation. You'll see now that through the foundation, we're going to have a grant process. And twice a year, we're going to open our grant process. NGOs here locally will be able to apply for funding.
Foundation wastes no time putting its mission into action. During the event, the Cable Cares Foundation presented a $40,000 check to Krishard Lang of Happy STEM Bahamas, an organization dedicated to introducing young Bahamians to science, technology, engineering, and math. Lang says a contribution will go a long way in helping to expand his organization's work and reach more young people.
One of the limitations to impact is obviously resources, and so a generous donation like this really guarantees longevity, sustainability, and direct impact in the form of resources for these young people. It'll help in ways of everything from recruiting manpower and human capital to physical resources. As we consider engineering and technology programs, it's very much hands-on, it's physical, it's practical, and so that requires practical physical resources.
Cancer survivors, supporters, and loved ones came together at Goodman's Bay Park Saturday morning for a special fun run walk hosted by Jenny Dean Cancer Support Group in observance of Cancer Survivors Month. The event celebrated the strength and resilience of cancer survivors, also paying tribute to longtime member Anita Roll, who passed away last month after her years-long battle with cancer. Group President Deshukwa Bean Dane says participants showed up in shades of purple to highlight cancer awareness and celebrate all those who have journeyed through the disease.
Everybody think once they get a cancer diagnosis that it's a death sentence, but that's like 50 years ago. Technology, medication, so many things have advanced since then that you can actually beat a cancer diagnosis, live and thrive. And that's what we wanted to demonstrate here today. The survivors walked in, they marched in, they danced in, just as evidence that cancer is not a death sentence. We also pay tribute to our late board member, Anita Roll. She would have been behind the scenes, just organizing everything here today, and we found it fitting to make her a centerpiece of today's activity.
Well, sister of Anita Roll, Alicia Roll, expressed gratitude for the opportunity to honor her sister's memory and legacy during the event, noting that everyone impacted by cancer deserves an opportunity to be highlighted.
It's been a little over a month now since she's passed, and so just this walk held in, her honor. It was very important, I think, as a family to come out and support, also to support other cancer survivors, especially those who, are still with us. It's a celebration of life, of course, but, we're all still here, and that's something to celebrate and seize the day.
Well, the fight continues. Sports is up next. Stay close.
The tastiest thing about soccer is sharing it with the whole team, just like the new Ready for Soccer. A delicious lineup of 16 slices and 4 flavor sections. Perfect for sharing from start to finish, even beyond the 90 minutes. Get your team together and dig in, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Bahamas. Hurricane
hurricane season is here. Are you ready? The 2026 Atlantic hurricane season officially runs from June 1st through November 30th. 6 months of staying alert and prepared. Storms are named to help meteorologists, emergency officials, and the public communicate clearly and quickly during dangerous weather events. Hurricanes are also measured using the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale, which ranks storms from categories 1 through 5 based on wind speed and potential damage. And did you know, when a hurricane becomes especially deadly or destructive, its name is permanently retired out of respect for the lives and communities affected. Now is the time to prepare your emergency kit with a portable AM/FM radio. Review your family plans and stay connected to trusted weather information. Preparation today can save lives tomorrow. These are the names of the storms for the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal, Dolly, Edward, Faye, Gonzalo, Hannah, Isaias, Josephine, Kyle, Leah, Marco, Nana, Omar, Paulette, Renee, Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas in conjunction with the Disaster Risk Management Authority.
Hey, you all out there. I know in the Bahamas, a lot of people used to always put motor oil, diesel, I heard sometimes on their dogs for itchy problems. But you know what? That's not really the way to do it. Diesel, anything like that can kill your dog and really cause them die slowly. It's poison to them. But Dawn, yes, simple Dawn. Just a couple drops of Dawn, lather them up, wash down your pet, rinse them off. This Dawn will do the job. Panusa's Dawn is environmentally friendly, and their skin will be fresh, clean, and pristine. And they will like it, and you will too.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to ZNS Weekend Sports. Once again, I'm Wayne Wilson, bringing you your sports recap for the week. So let's dive right into it. Earlier this week, the Honorable Mario Bowleg introduced us the creation of a National Sailing Academy to really emphasize on a sport that's not only our entertainment, but is our culture and what makes Bahamians who we are. Let's listen in.
Those discussions will focus on strengthening the future of sailing in the Bahamas through the development of a national federation, a sailing academy, and policies that support every level of the sport. Because when we talk about sailing, we are talking about much more than regatta. We are talking about Olympic classes, including international racing, keel boat classes, sunfish sailing, optimist sailing, laser sailing, youth development, recreational sailing, and competitive sailing. We believe there is room for all of it under one vision and one strategy. Madam Speaker, to support that vision, this year's budget includes a new line item contribution, New Providence and the Family Islands Regatta, with an allocation of $1.8 million. This investment will support the reintroduction of regatta in Grand Bahama and the continued development and promotion of sailing and regatta throughout the Bahamas.
Also making waves would be the BAAA president, Dramico Archer, giving us a look into the upcoming track season schedule and how athletes will qualify for these future meets.
And we're gearing up for the greatest part of the season, and that's really the grand finale of all of our events that will take place over the summer games. And that will include the World Junior Championships, which will take place in Eugene, Oregon. We will move to the NACAC Under 18, Under 23 Championships that will take place in Mexico. And we will move over to the CAC Games that will take place in the Dominican Republic, and then on to the Commonwealth Games. And let me say, in no particular order, I don't have all of the dates in my head, but in terms of the great highlights of the summer, we will culminate with both the Commonwealth Games that will be in Glasgow, Scotland, and we will move on to the Ultimate World Championships that will take place in Hungary, in Budapest. The 2026 Combined Junior and Senior National Championships will serve as a final qualification opportunity and selection event for these championships. A list of athletes who achieve pre-qualification standards following the Carifta Games will be published shortly. You should know that though you may have qualified or achieved the qualifying standard prior to the Carifta Games, all athletes are made to prove fitness, and by that we mean that you are capable of still competing at the same level and standard that you were made to achieve in order to qualify for the same event.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
And finally, it was an emotional day for the iconic Ford family as they laid to rest another brother and husband today. Funeral service for the late Robert Andrew Ford, a.k.a. Andy Ford, was held at the New Covenant Baptist Church on the East-West Highway. A packed church included persons from the world of softball, baseball, Junkanoo, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and government officials. Remembered for an outstanding life as a father, athlete, and a public servant, Andy is survived by his siblings, relatives, in-laws, wife, and children. Robert, at the time of his passing a couple weeks ago in hospital, was 62 years old. May his soul rest in peace.
At We Buy and Sell, we help you upgrade your home the smart way, from solar panels and solar lights to strong doors, storm-ready windows, tiles, mirrors, vanities, faucets, and more. Everything you need is right here under one roof. Great quality products, great price, and fast, friendly service every day. Visit us on Robinson Road or send us a message on WhatsApp 242-636-8412 or shop anytime at WBUSBahamas.com. We Buy and Sell. Upgrade your home today.
So you're planning to weather the storm at home. You've bypassed all the shelters. Your preparation is complete, and so are your emergency kits. You're ready. But what happens if the storm changes direction and it's a direct hit? What's your evacuation plan? If you don't have one, make one. And remember, take into account the location of your house, whether it's near beaches, canals, or it sits in a flood-prone area, and be realistic about the evacuation plan. Plan what to take. In its simplest form, take only what you cannot afford to lose. Have a go bag ready and a discussion beforehand what bag contents should consist of, like toiletries, medication, change of clothing, and important documents in a waterproof folder. Take inventory of your home, pictures included. Make sure your vehicle has a full tank of gas. Decide your destination and the best route. If you can't get out, find safety in the highest level of your home. And as always, be sure to pay close attention to the ZNS network for weather updates. This season, be weather smart, weather safe.
Did you know that if a fire starts in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to escape? Keep your family and home safe with these few fire safety preparation and prevention tips. Ensure that your home has working smoke detectors. They will alert you if there is smoke and fire in your home. Install a smoke detector on every level of your home, inside each bedroom and outside each sleeping area. Test smoke detectors every month and change the batteries every 6 months. Home fires can spread rapidly and every second counts. Create an escape plan and practice it with everyone in your home. Make sure everyone can safely escape in less than 2 minutes. Keep escape routes as clutter-free as possible so no one trips or falls on the way out during an emergency. In addition to smoke detectors, fire extinguishers is an important device to have on hand. To use a fire extinguisher, remember the acronym PASS. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side at the base of the fire. We must all do our parts to ensure that our families and homes are safe in the event a fire occurs. On behalf of the Commissioner of Police, the Director of Fire Services, and all officers of the Fire Department, let's work together to help prevent fires, because fire safety is everyone's responsibility, and the life you save may be your own.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us with a check on the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. We'll get you started with our live weather radar. We're seeing some activities in the southeastern parts of our country, even some thunderstorms just around Crooked Island, and that's associated with a westward moving tropical wave, which really eventually spread some of that tropical moisture into the northwest Bahamas over the next couple of days. Now, outside of our studios, we have partly cloudy skies, temperature 86 degrees, and relative humidity, we can just slide back to that at 64%. The winds are out of the east at 6 miles per hour. Your barometric pressure, 1,017.3 millibars, that's 30.04 inches, and the pressure is steady. Temperatures around the islands, 84 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Grand Key at 83, 84 in Marsh Harbor, Abaco, the Berry Islands at 85, Alassane, Bimini, 82 degrees, 85 in Harbor Island, Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 86 degrees in Fresh Creek, Central Andros. We have a temperature there of 87 degrees. Also, Kemps Bay, South Andros, Black Point, and Zuma all reporting 87 degrees. And as we slide further to the east, we're picking up 86 degrees in Otterstown, Cat Island. Georgetown and Zuma, 85. Roan Key at 86 degrees. 86 also in Clarenstown, Long Island, and Ragged Island over in Acklands, 86 degrees there as well. And Maywater, Betsy Bay, that is, at 86 degrees. Matthew Tiny Nag was 78, and the Turks and Caicos Islands reporting 86 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight in the northwestern parts of our country. Those winds are going to be southeast at 12 to 18 knots in the southeastern island, but for the northwest and central island, we anticipate some light and variable winds with flat seas 1 to 3 feet over the ocean. And then tomorrow, which is Sunday, in the northwestern parts of our country, the winds are once again, they're going to be out of the southeast at 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. High tide will take place at 7:27 in the morning, with a low tide at 1:33 in the afternoon. In the central islands, light and variable winds with flat seas in the southeast Bahamas. Winds coming down just a tad out of the southeast at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Now, our satellite pictures are showing some mid-level troughing near the central Bahamas, and that's interacting with that westward moving tropical wave, which is keeping some shower activity both in the central and southeastern islands tonight, some of which will spread into the northwest Bahamas tomorrow and over the next couple of days. And our forecast for tonight, we're going in for partly cloudy skies. Are going to be somewhat on the warm side with the thunderstorms in spots, and your low temperature tonight should fall off to about 78 degrees. And then tomorrow, partial sunshine and thunderstorm in spot, particularly in the morning, and that will be followed by a couple of afternoon showers with a high temperature getting up to 87 degrees. And your extended weather forecast, typical summer-type pattern with isolated showers and thunderstorms in the forecast over the next 7 days. Very warm temperatures getting you back in the 90s as of Tuesday. And when you add in the relative humidity, it's going to feel more like upper 90s to low triple digits over the next couple of days as we head into the middle part of the week. But the nighttime temperatures remaining very, very muggy, upper 70s to low 80s. So you're certainly going to need those air conditioners to keep yourself cool over the next several days. Desmond.
Good weather wrap, Baz. Thanks much. The ends of Bahamas Tonight Weekend Edition. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night.
At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corval Pyfrom. This is ZNS.